I wore this, which is, well, yeah.
Hello, boys.
I was freezing.
For over 4 decades, Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell have been more than Hollywood's golden couple. They've been proof that love can thrive without rules, rings, or rigid definitions. Goldie's radiant smile and infectious laughter made her one of America's most beloved actresses, while Kurt's rugged charm gave him a quiet strength that balanced her sparkle. Together, they've built not just a partnership, but a family, a sanctuary, and a shared sense of purpose. From humble beginnings to Academy Awards and movie empires, their journey has been one of joy, heartbreak, and resilience. Yet, behind the red carpets and romantic comedies lies a story of survival. Two people who have weathered fame, failure, scandal, and fear only to emerge stronger than ever. Early life and family roots. Goldie Hawn was born in Washington, D.C., into a home that blended art, music, and faith. Her mother, Laura, owned a jewelry shop and dance school, while her father, Edward Rutledge Hawn, was a band conductor with a lineage tracing back to a signer of the Declaration of Independence. Raised Jewish in Maryland, Goldie grew up dancing before she could even write her name. Ballet, tap, and musical theater became her languages of expression. Though she briefly studied drama at American University, the pull of performance proved too strong. By her late teens, she was already performing professionally, her golden hair and boundless energy lighting up stages in New York. It wasn't ambition that drove her, it was joy. Goldie's early life was filled with love, laughter, and rhythm, a foreshadowing of the vibrant spirit that would later define her Hollywood stardom. The rise of a star. In the 1960s, Goldie moved to California, chasing the dream of acting with the same passion she had once poured into dance. Her first real breakthrough came with the comedy show Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In, where her giggly personality and carefree charm captured America's heart. Soon, Hollywood took notice. In 1969, her performance in Cactus Flower won her an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress, officially crowning her as one of the decade's brightest new stars. Her comedic timing was effortless, her warmth magnetic. Through the 1970s, she became a box office favorite, starring in hits like Foul Play and Private Benjamin, the latter earning her another Oscar nomination. But beyond the glamour, Goldie carried herself with humility. She often said that acting was never about fame, it was about connection. Her audience didn't just watch her, they felt her. That authenticity made her not just a movie star, but a national treasure. The challenges behind the smile. While Goldie's career soared, her personal life was often turbulent. Her first marriage to dancer Gus Triconis ended after years of distance and change. Then came her second marriage to musician Bill Hudson, with whom she had 2 children, Oliver and Kate. Though she tried to create a stable family life, fame and work pressures strained the relationship. By 1980, the marriage was over. Goldie found herself once again a single mother, raising her kids while juggling the demands of a high-profile career. Yet she never let bitterness define her. Instead, she poured love into her children and her craft. Her laugh, always genuine, became her shield. Goldie once said, "You can't control what happens to you, but you can control how you react." That resilience, born from heartbreak, became her quiet superpower, preparing her for the love story that would soon change her life forever. Meeting Kurt Russell. Goldie first met Kurt Russell in 1966 on the set of the one and only genuine original Family Band. She was 21, he was 16, too young for romance, but old enough for an unforgettable impression. Fate brought them together again in 1983 during auditions for Swing Shift. Kurt, battling a hangover, blurted out, "You've got a great figure." Instead of taking offense, Goldie laughed. That single moment broke the ice, sparking a connection that would last a lifetime. Their first date was wild and cinematic, literally breaking into Goldie's under-renovation home, and later getting caught by police. From that chaotic night onward, their chemistry was undeniable. Goldie later said she knew Kurt was different because of how he treated her children. He wasn't trying to win her over. He was simply kind. And that kindness became the foundation of their enduring love, building a family together. By 1984, Goldie and Kurt's connection had deepened into something unshakable. 2 years later, they welcomed their son Wyatt, completing their blended family with Goldie's children, Oliver and Kate, and Kurt's son, Boston. To the outside world, they looked like Hollywood royalty, but at home, they were just a close-knit, goofy family who valued togetherness above all else. Kurt once said, "Goldie and I have done everything that a married couple would do. I just don't need a piece of paper to prove it." Their love was rooted in mutual respect and laughter, a partnership built on choice, not obligation. They raised their children with independence and love, encouraging them to forge their own paths. Today, both Oliver and Kate speak often about the deep emotional warmth their mother and Kurt brought into their lives, a love that was unspoken yet ever present, decades of success and shared joy. Throughout the 1980s and 1990s, Goldie and Kurt were Hollywood's favorite couple, professionally and personally. They starred together in the romantic comedy Overboard, 1987, a film that perfectly captured their real-life chemistry. As the years passed, their bond only deepened. They supported each other's careers, celebrated milestones together, and raised their growing family with humor and devotion. Goldie once said that laughter was their secret weapon. You have to keep it light. You have to keep the spark alive. From movie premieres to quiet nights at home, their joy never dimmed. In 2017, they were honored with neighboring stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. During his speech, Kurt's voice broke with emotion as he said, "To you, Goldie, I owe my wonderful life. I cherish you." The world saw two legends, but what stood before them that day were simply two souls still deeply in love. Fear and resilience in the face of danger. In recent years, Goldie and Kurt's peaceful life took a frightening turn. In 2020, their Los Angeles home was broken into while they were out for dinner. Returning to find their safe destroyed and valuables stolen, Goldie was devastated. She later revealed that she just lost it upon seeing the damage. Months later, another break-in attempt occurred, this time while she was home alone. The intruders tried to enter her bedroom, leaving her terrified. The experience shattered her sense of safety, leading the couple to move permanently to Palm Desert. Experts noted that such trauma can deeply affect one's emotional security, and for Goldie, the move was an act of self-protection. "Home is supposed to be your sanctuary," she said, "and when that's taken away, you have to rebuild it somewhere new." In Palm Desert, surrounded by family, they began the process of healing and reclaiming their peace. Healing and holding, on the move to Palm Desert, gave Goldie and Kurt something they hadn't had in years: quiet. Their children and grandchildren lived nearby, turning weekends into family gatherings filled with laughter, cooking, and storytelling. The desert became their sanctuary, both physically and emotionally. For Goldie, it was about reclaiming control after fear. Experts explained that creating new environments and being surrounded by loved ones helps restore emotional balance after trauma. And that's exactly what she did. Even as she continues to act occasionally and advocate for children's mental health through her Mind Up Foundation, Goldie's priorities remain centered on family and peace. The sparkle that made her famous still shines, but it's softer now, more reflective. She and Kurt often say that love isn't about grand gestures. It's about showing up every day, choosing joy, and holding on even when life feels uncertain. The legacy of a love story. Today, Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell are more than icons. They are symbols of what real love looks like in an industry built on illusion. Their story spans over 40 years of laughter, tears, and resilience. Together, they have shown that happiness doesn't come from perfection, but from acceptance. Their relationship has survived fame, scandal, heartbreak, and fear because it was built on friendship first and love always. "We've both had to grow," Goldie said, "but we grew together." In a world obsessed with fairy tales, theirs is a love rooted in reality, imperfect, passionate, and enduring. Whether walking a red carpet or sitting quietly by a desert fireplace, they remain what they've always been: two souls who chose each other every single day. And that perhaps is the most beautiful love story Hollywood has ever told.